So this is kind of a disclaimer. I'm ranting in this video, kind of venting about the situation. And if the people that I'm talking about are watching this video, honestly, I really don't care at this point. I'm upset. I'm hurt. I'm frustrated. I really think that the people in this video that I'm talking about should grow up and put their differences aside because of what's going on in this situation. And if not, then it just goes to show how immature you really are and how inconsiderate you are of other people and their feelings. I know I probably repeat myself a lot in this video, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm just kind of doing it on a whim and kind of trying to explain the situation as it is right now. I'm very, very upset about it, very hurt. If the situation was reversed, if the roles were reversed, I would not have done this to this person. Even though I didn't like them, I still don't like them, and I probably never will like them. And it irritates me that my ex is with this person, knowing how much I don't like her. So hopefully you guys kind of get what I'm saying. Like I said, I know I'm all over the place, but this is kind of just a disclaimer. Okay, I am filming this. So, everyone knows why I'm back in Texas. I was supposed to stay for the entire month. My ex and I had talked about me staying since he was diagnosed with cancer. And his girlfriend, who I've known for years, doesn't like me. So she decided to dictate how and when I can see my kids. She decided to throw a bitch fit, basically, about me staying and spending time with my kids since I hadn't seen them since the beginning of the pandemic. Since before even it was decided that it was a pandemic. So let's just take it back to the beginning. When I first got there, I had already told my ex, he knows I don't like her. He knows I don't get along with her. But I had already told him that I wasn't there to cause problems. I was there to see my kids and to help with whatever he needed help with. 2 days into my stay, this bitch, and I'm sorry for my language in advance, but this bitch decided to ask his sister to do some digging on me to make sure that I don't get custody of my kids when something happens. And instead of being honest about it, she lied about it and said that it was my ex's sister who started it, when in the end it was her, because she wants my kids. She wants to parent my kids when she can't even parent her own freaking kids. Her kids are horrible, horrible. So I had to leave, unfortunately, and leaving my kids was the hardest thing. It's always hard leaving them, but this time, knowing what's going on back home, it was extremely hard. And I already know that the people that are involved are going to watch this video and try and twist it and lie, but I'm not lying about the situation. I have known this girl, like I said, for a long time, and every time that I did something she didn't agree with parent-wise, she would sit there and try and make me feel bad about the situation. So the 12th was when I was supposed to come back to Texas, but my ex and I had already discussed me staying longer. So, like I said, so I could help out with whatever he needed. There would be an extra set of hands at the house. And instead of her letting me stay to spend time with my kids, she threw a fit. I'm sorry, but if you're a mother and you know that another mother has not spent enough time with her kids this past year, you would put your differences aside and let her stay with her kids. No, instead, she threw it in my face that I haven't seen my kids at all this year, and she does more for my kids than I do. Really? No, you don't, because my ex's son takes care of your bratty ass kids, along with his brother and sister, which he doesn't have to do, but he does it to help out. I am frustrated with the situation. It's not fair. She is so insecure when it comes to me being around my kids that she has to create drama and stir things up with me, knowing that I had already said I wasn't about to start problems. I can't really say that I'm not a drama starter or a problem starter, because I can be. But with this trip, I knew that I couldn't add more stress to the situation than there already is. And she got in the way of not only me and my ex's co-parenting relationship, she got in the way of our friendship also. And I'm sorry, but I don't agree with someone else telling someone that they are allowed to, when and where they are allowed to see their kids and how long they can spend time with their kids. It's just not fair. If the roles were reversed and the guy that I'm seeing told me to tell my ex that he only had a certain amount of time to spend with his kids and that he had to leave after that, knowing the situation, bye, there's the door. Sorry, but my ex comes first because he is the father of my kids. And like I said, I already know that they're going to watch this video and they're going to try and twist things around and make it seem like I'm making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm not. I'm already so far into being upset about it that I just can't let it go. And I know that I should, and I know that it shouldn't bother me, but it does, because this chick, she went out of her way to create drama. She went out of her way to start something with me. And she thinks that when something happens to my ex, that she gets my kids. That's not going to happen. I will make sure that it won't happen. And I will make sure that she's never going to see my kids. She's no one to my kids. She's just some easy lay for my ex at the moment. He's supposed to have surgery on the 25th of this month, and I was supposed to stay until after his surgery and after he got, the okay from his doctor to start doing normal things, normal activities again. But this chick ruined it. She ruined me being able to be there for my kids, with my kids, if something happened. But I'm glad that I have a good relationship with my ex's son. He's 21, and I get updates every day. I was able to talk to the kids today. I basically told my ex, that he ruined our co-parenting relationship because of his girlfriend. I don't think that I'm being treated fairly. I know that I don't live there, but I wasn't there to cause stress. I was there to help, and I was there to visit with my kids. And she decided to turn around and create drama and tell me that I had to leave. I just don't think it's fair, honestly. And this girl is so insecure and so jealous. Like, if you have seen the Netflix show You, she's just like Joe without the murdering part yet. She would probably resort to murder if she could, and if she could get away with it. She's one of those creepy people who, instantly gets obsessed with you. She always has been. She's always been obsessed with me and whoever I've been with. Like, when I first announced that I was in a relationship with my ex, she was like, "Oh, well, you're not being a good parent because you brought your kids around him right away." Bitch, I was talking to him for 3 months before I decided to take the step for him to meet my kids. We were talking for 3 months. I didn't tell anyone that because it was none of their business. But I better end this video before I go on another and not needless. I don't know. I'm so irritated right now. But hopefully this kind of explains it. I know it's all over the place and I'm sorry, but